A lot going on in the sports world. Here's Justin Jarrett.
Hey, it's Monday, so it's time for LowCo Lights on WHHI, powered by LowCoSports.com. It was a busy weekend on the courts and the mats, and we'll also tell you about the football stars who rep the LowCo in the annual Blitz Border Bowl and shine a light on some young LowCo athletes who had a chance to learn from world-class coaches this weekend. So let's dive in. The weather played havoc with the high school basketball schedule again Friday night, leaving us with just a couple of matchups on the slate, but it included a couple of LowCo on LowCo showdowns between bitter rivals. I was in the den for another installment of the Bridge Bowl rivalry, and the Bobcats had the upper hand over the Hilton Head Seahawks. Tacoya Heyward poured in 24 of her 31 points in the first half to lead the Bluffton girls to a 56-37 win over Hilton Head High, as the Bobcats won their 10th straight game and improved to 14-1. Amirah Brown added 12 points for the Bobcats, who have a key region matchup with James Island at home Tuesday. Bluffton's boys were able to grind out a 45-39 win over the Seahawks to finish the sweep, as Jamari Stewart-Manning scored 13 points and Carnell Warren and Aedan McCarthy each added 8 points and 12 rebounds for the Bobcats. Another longtime rivalry had a new installment Friday night in the Sea Pines, where Team LowCo's Wes Kerr was in the house to check out Hilton Head Christian Academy and Hilton Head Prep, and you can catch the games in full all week on WHHI. The HHCA girls continued their dominance in the series with a 62-21 victory, as Mya Hutchinson put up 18 points and Devon Yarde added 10. But the home crowd had something to cheer about when Dolphins star Courtney Campbell sank a free throw in the fourth quarter for the 1,000th point of her already accomplished career. The junior scored 17 of the Dolphins' 21 points. The main event was the boys' game, which is a rematch of last year's SCISA 3A state championship game, and the outcome was the same. Jason Britschke and Ben Frey each scored 11 points, and Billy Barron added 9 for the Dolphins, who used a dominant defensive effort to frustrate a talented HHCA team in a 50-35 victory. John Paul II's boys rolled to a 63-39 win over visiting Patrick Henry on Friday, behind 19 points from Dante Aedan, and the Cross Stingrays blew out the complete student 83-23. Among Saturday's highlights, May Rivers girls got back into action with a 53-31 win over St. Andrews, and Hampton County's boys edged Whale Branch 50-46. The USCB Sand Sharks were also at home Saturday with another strong Peach Belt Conference opponent visiting the Cove, and the Georgia Southwestern Hurricanes escaped with a pair of victories over the Sand Sharks. Brielle Bartle and Tanaya Bowman each scored 15 points for the USCB women, but the Hurricanes blew to an 86-48 win to drop the Sand Sharks to 0-4 in conference play. The Sand Shark men were looking to get back to their winning ways after dropping 2 straight, and they held a 12-point first-half lead before the Hurricanes surged back and took over in the second half. USCB erased a 9-point deficit in the second half and regained the lead on a Karan Anderson dunk with just under 8 minutes left, and the lead changed hands twice more before Georgia Southwestern took the lead for good with just over 5 to play and held off a charge from the Sand Sharks down the stretch. Larry Bullock scored 14 points and Marcus Overstreet had 11 points and 11 boards, along with 4 blocks to lead USCB, which travels to Georgia College on Wednesday. It wasn't all basketball this weekend, though, as the LowCo's top high school wrestling teams converged on Bluffton High School on Saturday for the Bobcat duels, with the May River Sharks finishing 5-0 to take the title with a 40-23 victory over Stratford. Marcus Folk, Walter Briones, Houston Rudisill, Dylan Seaman, Will Morrow, and Bo Gwynn all went undefeated for the Sharks. Host Bluffton knocked off South Florence for 3rd place, and Hilton Head High took down John Paul II for 5th. We dug deeper into the results and took a look at the junior varsity and middle school state qualifier meets on a new episode of the LowCo Grind presented by Reverence Wrestling Club. Dig in on the LowCo Media Network. Speaking of Reverence Wrestling Club, it was the site of a 2-day clinic with former Olympic wrestler and accomplished collegiate coach Ken Cherto, who gave world-class instruction to young wrestlers from throughout the LowCo and beyond, with athletes traveling from as far away as Myrtle Beach and North Georgia for the opportunity. It wasn't the only group of LowCo athletes getting world-class training on Sunday, as the new Low Country Rush Lacrosse Club held its initial clinic and tryout at May River High School, with Premier Lacrosse League star Kieran McCardle at the helm. McCardle was a 3-time All-American at St. John's and a 3-time Major League Lacrosse All-Star before leading the Philadelphia Water Dogs to the PLL title in 2022. Look out for big things from Low Country Rush. And finally, the area's top high school seniors got one last shot to show out on the football field in WSAV's annual Blitz Border Bowl in Savannah. It was a tough outcome for Team LowCo, which fell 26-9 to the Coastal Empire All-Stars, but it was a day to celebrate the culmination of their high school careers. It's been a pleasure. Join us for more local sports talk on the LowCo Sports Lowdown at 10 p.m. tonight on the LowCo Media Network on YouTube. For LowCo Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go LowCo.
And that's a wrap for this edition of the WHHI Daily News. I'm Robin Zimmerman. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, healthy, and warm, everyone. Bye-bye. See you next time.